Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Kat's Tiny Kitchen. Today we're going to make homemade personal pizzas. And this recipe, I know by heart. I don't even have to look the recipe up anymore. It's in my head. What we're going to do is we're going to start out with the yeast. And really this is something that would be great for kids, because it's like a science project, because once you get all these ingredients together, the yeast is going to start bubbling and doing something fun. So what we're going to do is get the yeast proofed and get it going. So we're going to start out with a tablespoon of sugar. We have 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And if you'll give me a moment, I'm going to get the water going. You want to have water between 95 and 105 degrees. And I sort of got this a little warm before we started, so you didn't have to hear too much of the water running behind me. So once you get those 2 ingredients in, you're gonna once you get those ingredients in, hang on, I gotta grab me a whisk. Can't find my little one. So we're going to then add the water. Sorry about the delay there. I'm going to add the water. And I'm going to add my yeast. I cut this over the container because it doesn't always want to go down. So I want to make sure I get it all. And this is a 2 teaspoon packet that you can get at the grocery store. This is fast rise, and I prefer the fast rise. So now we're going to just whisk this up and mix it up, and I'm going to set this aside, and we will get you set up for the next step, and when we come back, this will be ready to go. Our yeast mixture is just about ready and is proofed enough for us to use. So we're going to start out with our dry ingredients. And right now I'm going to add 3 cups of flour. Now I will use self-rising flour also, but you don't really need to. And then we have a teaspoon of our garlic salt. And we have a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm just going to turn this on and let it mix a little bit. Alright, and I'm going to leave that running because now we're going to add our proofed yeast mixture. And I did find my little whisk. I'm going to give that a stirry stir. We're going to start dumping it in. Now, if this is a dry batter, I may have to add more water. It just depends on the time of year. And we're going to let this run right like it is. And this should take about 10 or 15 minutes. And then we'll start to incorporate and turn it into a beautiful ball of dough. It's done, so we're going to stop this right now. Drop my bowl. Get my dough hook out of here. Move my bowl out of the way. Let me get my mixer out of the way for you too. There we go. And then I've already got my bowl greased. I used olive oil, my spray olive oil. And now what I'm going to do is kind of form this. This is kind of a rough ball, which is fine. I'm going to put it in here, get it a little oily, and we're going to throw a lid on it and throw it in a warm place. And the warmest place in my house right now is the oven. And I'm gonna let this sit for an hour and a half. You want it to be about double in size when it's ready to go. So let me get the lid on this and I will see you guys in a little while. So we're back. The dough's risen almost double in size. I got my board dusted. I'm going to give this a little bit more of a knead. My hand was wet. And now I'm going to divide it. I should be able to get 4 crusts out of this. Let me get my accoutrement. I'm going to make a thin crust for Mike. Might end up with 2 thin crusts. I've already got my pie plates dusted. I sprayed them with olive oil and dusted them with cornmeal. And I'm going to get my oven going right now. I'm going to set my oven at 375. And I'm hoping that I can get at least 3 in here. So I'm giving this a little squishy squish. And then we're going to roll it out. Ready for this. We're going to go as thin as we can for Mike. I got my handy dandy rolling pin here. Go on there. Okay. So we're ready. It's going to be a lot of rolling. So I will show you the first one. I'm going to take these off. I'll go thinner. There we go. Flip her over. Just keep rolling until I get it as big as I want it. May have to take these off. Yep. Mike likes a thin crust, so we're going to do a thin crust. And I got it down to the lowest level I can get it. And I'll just keep rolling until I get it as far as I can. I want it to be able to fit the whole pie plate, or at least get it in there so I can build a crust on it. So now what we're gonna do, get my pie plate here. It's okay if I sit it in the flour. Got my pie plate, set this in here. I'm gonna build me a little crust around the edge. Doesn't have to be perfect. That's the one thing about this, is it's forgiving and it's just for fun. So we're gonna build our crust. Come on. And this is going to raise a little bit. This isn't, like I said, this isn't perfect. I just want a little bit of an edge so that it'll hold the pizza sauce and all the goodies that go on top of it. Now we're going to fork it. His might have to come out sooner. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. So that's basically what you do. So give me a few minutes to get some of these rolled out and we'll be back. Okay, so I'm getting ready to pull the two of them out. They were on the top shelf and they are pretty much done for now. So those out. You see there's a little bit of golden around the crust. This is Mike's thin crust. And the other two I'm going to move up to the top rack because they are not done. My oven just doesn't like me for some reason today. I'll put those at the top and let them go for a couple more minutes. And as you can see, they're not perfect. They don't need to be perfect. If you're doing this with your family, especially the kids, you just got to go, oh my God, look how beautiful those are. They look great and they're ready to put stuff on. I'm going to let these cool off. Once the other two are done, we're going to let them all cool off and stay around because next is putting everything together and putting it back in the oven. So we will see you shortly. So we got Mr. Mike's Pizza here ready to go, and he's going to throw some ingredients on his so we can throw it in the oven. And you can have any kinds of ingredients you want. This is just what we do. And this is the homemade pizza sauce we made a couple weeks ago. And he likes more sauce on his. One of these jars will make, in our house, 3 pizzas. In your house, it'll probably make 4. So he's got his sauce going on there. He's going to pick and choose his ingredients. And this is the fun thing about this is anybody can do this. Anybody can pick the ingredients they want. You can put any ingredients out there you want. We just do this our way. So once he gets his loaded, I'll get mine loaded and we'll throw them in the oven. I have the oven back at 375. And it'll probably take about 10 minutes because all the ingredients are at room temperature. We saute our onions and our mushrooms so they're already cooked. If you don't want to waste time on that, you can get canned mushrooms. You still have to saute your onions. You don't even need onions if you don't want them. And he's going pepperoni heavy. God love him. Now he likes green olives. I like black olives, and I've got him green olives out, and I know he's going to use those.
Where's the jalapenos?
Oh, I forgot the jalapenos. I don't know where they're at. Here they are. Right here. I got jalapenos here that I canned. So they're all ready to go. And the fun thing about this is your kids can do as much or as little as they want. If they just want sauce and cheese, they got sauce and cheese. If they just want cheese, they got cheese. Let me get you a fork out for the jalapenos.
Why?
Because there's nothing in there for you to get the jalapeno. Oh, he's going to use his fingers. Then he's going to pay for it later. We always put our ingredients on first and then cover it with cheese. And you can do it the other way. We don't care.
That's the way I learned when I was in Italy.
Yeah. So If you want to put your cheese, your sauce and your cheese down first and put your ingredients on top, you can do that. But we don't. We do it ingredients and then the cheese on top. And we use sharp cheddar and mozzarella. It just depends. Oh, there go the fingers. That's fine. That's one good thing about this too, is it's finger food. Dig in and do your thing. I may have to steal his pizza when it comes out of the oven.
Like heck.
He's doing pretty good on this one.
Okay.
Alright, Mom, I'll wipe my hands off. He doesn't do a whole lot of cheese these days.
Not like I used to.
No, he used to load her up. You'll see mine here in a minute, because I'm going to load it up. Isn't that pretty? He put more mozzarella in there than I thought he would.
Oh, heck.
He's going to go for some feta. I like my feta.
I do too. And I never had it until I met you. Okay, I guess I'm done.
Alright, my turn. So I'm going to set Mike's aside. Get out of there. And I'm going to get mine going. I'm going to go a little more heavy than Mike. Not on the sauce. He likes the sauce. So I'm going to put my sauce on here. Get it spread out. Maybe a little bit more. Guess I am going to be another sauce guy like Mike. Alright, there we go. So we got our sauce. I'm going to do some onions. I'm going to use my hands too. Mike, oh, I already got a paper towel. I'm going to do some onions. Wipe my hands off because it's greasy. I'm going to do some pepperoni. He's standing here watching me, guys.
Make sure you do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. One more of those. Need my wipey hands. I got some mushrooms. Get out of there.
Yep.
He's stealing my pepperoni. And now I'm going to do some tomatoes, but I'm not doing these with my hand. I'm going to place them on. I got some diced tomatoes here. You can do sliced tomatoes, but I didn't feel like dealing with them tonight, so I actually opened a can. Now, Come on. Alright, there we go with that. Now, I like my black olives. Mike's not a black olive fan. I'm a black olive fan. I'm going to get rid of that too. Like I said, this is just something fun for the family to do. Kids can pick out anything they want to put on their pizza. And then they get baked. And let's see. Use my other hand. I'm going to get some feta crumbles. That is more on the garden style. Okay, now, let me wipe my hands off again. I'm going to do a little sharp cheddar. And mozzarella. Load her up. These are ready to go. So I'm going to throw them in the oven. And we'll be back to take a picture and say goodbye. So we'll see you in a minute. So the pizzas are done, the cheese is melted, the ingredients are heated up, and now all I gotta do is pull them out of the oven to let you take a peek. Hopefully I don't drop anything. We got Mr. Mike's Crispity Crunchity. And we got mine loaded. And they are ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you try this with your family. It's a lot of fun. Kids will love it. So all we got left to do now is let it cool a little bit, take a picture, plate it up, and eat it up. So I bless you all. Thank you for coming along, and we will see you on the next one.